So we've jumped in the tractor. We've got Andy here.
Hello everybody.
How long have you been working here?
18.5 years.
Wow, blimey. So we're on the trailer now. So this is quite tricky. You've got to follow him, but obviously you're doing it when he's driving along. We parked earlier to load, but you're going to be driving beside him while he's...
Well, actually what you do is that when the combine is 3/4 full,
yeah,
you'll have a series of lights come on, which actually indicate to us that he needs discharging.
Right.
It's got about another 2 ton which you can actually carry on going, but in that time it gives you a chance to get underneath him, and then you put the auger, the unloading auger, in which case you pull underneath and he'll offload you then and you can carry on going.
Right.
So.
And this tractor here, this is a big old beast, this is, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 265 horsepower.
Wow.
A little bit more.
Is that big enough for you, Andy?
Not really, no. Not really, no. It's just something, you know, obviously it's a little bit overkill in respect of, like, you know, but it's obviously, we're just on cornhauling now, but it's actually got the horsepower for doing serious groundwork for when we get
and you do crack on with that.
That's right, yeah.
It's a hell of a machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never been up in one of these before, but it's like, whoa.
Yeah, and it's all singing and dancing now. I can do everything with the joystick. I can just press that button there to go forward and just control it by pushing that forward. I don't need to touch the pedals at all as you slow down. It's automatic braking.
Yeah. Is it?
And then just press that one and you go backwards, and then there is an automatic drive here. It's on satellite
all on there.
The screen tells you everything what you're doing. You can go through.
It tells you the date, Andy, so you know what day. I don't know what day of the week it is, mate.
Oh, don't worry about them, neither do I this time of year.
What's happened here? He stopped.
Yeah, but he's probably picked up something on the header. There could be a stone, there could be a bit of timber. And obviously before it goes through to the drum and cause any serious damage, as long as he sees it, he can actually stop the combine and deal with it, like, you know? Yeah.
So what is this? It's a T7.
T7.260.
Yeah.
So yeah, coming to an end of an era now. So.
So we were just chatting off camera, but you were saying this is a seed crop and it's quite critical.
This is a seed crop, a barley seed crop. It's a 2-row seed crop. It's actually a malting barley called Laureate. That is the name of the variety. We haven't done seed crops for a couple of years, but we decided to go back into it this year because we had a failure of the oilseed rape down to the flea beetle.
Oh yeah.
So obviously we lost 80 acres, and then the ground was empty for the autumn, and then we needed then to decide what to do for a spring cropping. So basically got in touch with this fellow I know in Cambridgeshire. He's a big grain merchant, and we picked up a good contract for growing this seed. Seed crops are very good. It's quite intense farming to a degree. People think you just put it in the ground and walk away, but you don't, like most crops. Even to a degree where we've got 130 acres where we've actually got to walk out and by hand do the weeding, because we can't do it with chemicals.
Is that right?
Because the chemicals would upset the germination of the seed in which we are producing to go on for the next year, which will, you know, like I say, this seed we're producing now will all be planted throughout the whole of the UK and Europe. We'll go to various farms and will be planted in the ground like for next February, March of next year.
And you were saying, well, off camera to me, that you have to be really clean on this.
Absolutely, yeah. When we were, obviously the grain trailers that we were using on the wheats and everything, we got to get them around the work, we got to get the airlines, we got to blow every single grain of grain off the chassis of everything.
That's
on the trailers,
isn't it?
everything. The combine's got to be stripped down.
Right.
Obviously, because up in the throat, up in the sieves, up in the tank and everything. Elevators, he's away now to load. Everything then, it's got to be, you've got to be absolutely spotless. It took us 5 hours yesterday to try and get everything off, because if you think about it, if your wife or you went to the garden centre and picked up a bag of daffodils, put them in the garden, then you had daisies, dandelions and everything, you would be happy. Well, absolutely, yeah. And as this is a malting barley and not a feed barley, obviously for those people in the UK that like a drink, not me of course. So really and truly, you really got to make sure that everything's cooked, because the last thing you can afford, basically for yourself, because of the money involved, and also for the breeder who you're actually working for, is cross-contamination or foreign bodies getting actually into the grain itself, because obviously then you've done all that work and you haven't achieved anything. And I don't like being a failure on anything in respect to this.
But if you've gone to all that trouble of growing it,
you want to do it right. Absolutely, you want it right. You want it right, absolutely. So yeah, I do like it because it gives you a little bit more incentive to actually on the farming side than just throwing the crop in the ground. I'm not saying the farmers just throw the crop. There is a lot of work to it, but there is quite a bit more additional work to actually do growing this one.
still driving along the road, or not the road,
Yeah, I
the
tried
road.
to drive over. I tried to straddle the road so as the baler can pick it up.
Yeah.
Without sort of, but the thing is, because the weather's actually on our side.
You're lucky.
Yeah, and the baler, it's going to stay. If there was rain forecast, and I wouldn't run over it, because the problem is it would go down, it would get wet, and it would take ages and ages. And you need more tractor work then to turn it round to actually get to get the air from to try and dry. So I do try to avoid driving over it, but sometimes with my man in the combine, he gets a little bit of a wobble on, and I need to.
It's a similar skill to when you're using a forager and you're loading a silage trailer, isn't it? You've got to keep him going at the same time as trying to concentrate.
Absolutely, yeah, you know.
You concentrate multitasking, isn't it? Who said blokes can't multitask?
Of course we can.
Yeah, of course we can.
Oh, we invented it.
What do you think of this then, Jack? You enjoying
Dusty,
this? Dusty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting though, isn't it? To see this different one, isn't it? We don't normally get into tractors like this, do we?
Dust is horrendous.
The dust is bad, isn't it? I mean, you think of the boys, the old guys.
Well, they
sort of
think
50,
they had no cab.
No cab.
No
They'd be out on that
the
combine.
tractor or the combine.
Jesus.
And,
No wonder
yeah.
they had things like farmer's lung and all that
Well,
stuff.
like farmer is very, very dangerous. Like, you know, it's very dangerous. You know,
That dust won't do you any good, will it?
This dust, their Barley dust, must be the worst dust ever because it's like if you see it in the sunlight, it tinkles and sparkles.
Yeah.
And it's just the equivalent to itching powder. And if you get this on your skin during a hot day like today, until you get in the shower, you know about it all day long. But
Well, you've got to look. I wasn't really paying attention. I thought it was the silver reflective bits. That's actually see-through. Is that glass or perspex there, so you can see?
That's a piece of perspex, yeah. So you can actually see into the trim.
That's a clever idea, isn't it?
It is, but you know,
It's nearly finished.
it works and it doesn't to a degree because.
Well, you'll break, won't it?
Right, I'm going to have to go up to the grain store now.
Yeah, we're going to follow up. I'll see you tipping. When we get up there, I'll jump out and watch you tip. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Brilliant. Nice. So you're going on up to tip now.
Yeah, I've got a full load on now on the trailer.
Me and Jack are just going to jump out in the Land Rover, and then if we just get in front of you with the Land Rover, we can film you tipping in the store.
See you
all
up
right?
at the grain store with the rest.
Brilliant.
Of the
I'm looking
rest of the
forward to
barley.
that.
So am I. I'll be looking forward to the last one.
Yeah, yeah, the last one. How long have you been doing this now?
That's 18 and a half years now.
18 and a half years. And how many weeks have you been on it this summer?
Do you know what?
It's dragging on now, isn't it? Because of the rain.
It's only been the last couple of 3 days. I only turned the dryer off on 3 o'clock on Friday.
Because of the rain.
And that's been running full board. I've been coming in about 6 in the morning.
It's a job to keep that going.
9, 10 o'clock at night. So and every day of the week, like I say, I come to work one day and I don't really go home the same day. But it is what it is when you get a wet season.
That's right.
It's the same for every. Oh, sorry, young fella. But it's the same for every farmer in the UK. You know?
It's been a difficult harvest.
It's been a hard harvest.
It's all right now. But
it's okay now, but we've looked at the forecast this morning. We've only got till Tuesday. The weather's going to break. So as long as we keep moving, we've got a few locations to go to. As long as we keep going now and starting early, we should get it done before the weather break. I certainly hope so.
Fingers crossed.
I wouldn't want this seed crop getting wet now. No. If it sprouts, that's it.
Well, you've spent a long time getting it right, haven't you? So you've got to be good.
There's a lot of work going into it, and the fact is now to get that moist now because it is such a low moisture content. Yesterday we were harvesting at 12.1, which is quite remarkable. The thing is now the slightest bit of moisture on that is enough to get that chitting and germinating. And the crop is lost as a seed crop finished. And we don't want that.
Right, all right, Jack, we're going to jump out.
Okay,
we'll get in the Land Rover.
The grain store.
Right. All right. You all right, Jack? Trailer, isn't it? Right, let's get in the Land Rover. Come on, Jack. Chop on. In yet? Here's one they did earlier.
We didn't do it today.
No.
Oh, these seats are boiling.
You know, they've got the sun on them, haven't they? Got hot. That's what all seats used to be like when I was a kid, vinyl. You don't realise how lucky you are. There we go. Let's get in front. Baler stopped. Wonder if he's had another breakdown.
I think the baby's had a breakdown.
Right, so here's the grain store. Now I don't know whether he's going to tip it straight in here or whether it's going up another side. We might come back and look at that. Let's go and have a look at it in a minute. Let's just see him coming up. Jack, he might not be putting it there. He might be tipping it round the corner. I'm not sure. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Good store though, isn't it? Nice Manitou there as well. Here he comes. I hope I haven't parked in his way. Looks like it's going in here, doesn't it?